look, without fail, somebody somewhere is being handed the short end of the stick, whether it's with work, maybe it's with a spouse, a sibling at a job. It can be countless situations where somebody is given the short end of the stick. But you know what I always say? Give me that short end of the blade. And while you think that I'm at a disadvantage, the whole time, all I'm doing is sharpening that little short end that I got, and I'm turning it into a weapon. And in this case, what is the weapon? This right here. I'm sharpening this every time you think you're giving me more than the next man. Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. What they do though? Y'all know what time it is. It is mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Thank you for tuning in. If you came across this channel, my prayers and my hopes that all the suggestions, because that's what I do, that's what this is, suggestions to live a better, fulfilled, effective, successful life. Today, I just wanted to remind someone out there, you're not the only one that's always given the short end of the stick, short end of the blade, if you will. You're not the only one that's having to do more than the next man, than the next person. You're never the only one doing anything. But I'm reminding you, specifically today, you're not the only one that's always given the short end of the stick. Look, there's been countless amount of times and situations, and I'll speak on each one. At work, maybe you always see somebody giving less work than you. Maybe you're always seeing someone go to work less hours than you, going home before you. And you may consider that as somebody that is favored. And you may have a victim mentality thinking that, why them, why that, and all this. But, and then you could flip all those mental, whatever you want to call it, mental fog. That's what I'm going to call it. You can clear all that out the way by just saying that this is just making me better. I'm getting myself equipped, not prepared, but I'm getting myself more equipped to stand at work when I'm supposed to, paying all the bills like I'm supposed to. And all in all, I'm just minding my own damn business. I don't give a damn who gets to go home. I don't give a damn who always leaves. That's what you can have at work. And some people will consider themselves always the one with the short end of the stick. You can flip that as well. But like I said, it's all about how you approach it. It's all about how you have the mental thoughts towards it. And then, of course, the favorite one with the sibling. Your parents, there's always somebody, okay? I don't know what two parents equally care for their child. I mean, I'm talking about equal. Not this, but equal. I don't know any type of parent who does that. But if you do, hey, I salute you because I don't know how you do it. But anyways, let me get off my little rant. Listen, we all know even if maybe you are one, but we all know those siblings who think they're favored more than the other. It never fails. And maybe in a twisted way, maybe they are. I don't know. Supposedly your firstborn is always going to be treated differently from others. I wouldn't know. But look, you can have that mentality of always thinking they get to get this, they get to get that. I mean, when you're a kid, I don't know how would you convince otherwise, but as you get older, and it's still like that. Look, I don't ever ask for an easier life anyway to begin with. I'm always asking myself and God to just help me get better, to help me get sharper, and to help me just get a set mindset to where I'm just used to having to do things for my for myself and then on my own. And I'm not saying that I do have to do everything on my own because obviously I don't, but I would rather have a mentality that says, okay, help them. They need it. Help me when I need it. And even if they don't need it, and if you're still helping them, I don't care. Okay? And if I do need help and I'm not getting it, okay. I'll have to face it head on and just do whatever it is that I got to do. Because at the end of that day, you're helping me help myself sharpen my blade. And again, what's my blade? It is this, because everything starts with this. Everything. So look, I don't wanna validate anybody. I mean, I think your siblings and work are probably the best ones I could use. But listen, life ain't fair, okay? Life ain't fair. I don't have to explain why. It's just not fair. You're gonna have to experience that to understand that life ain't fair. But listen, why ask for a life that's fair? Why not ask for resilience? Why not why not want the refusal to quit even when others are getting a better hand that's dealt? Cuz listen, for one, even if they are, even if that is what's going on, I'm not going to be able to pay enough attention to notice anyway cuz I don't give a damn. And I think that's what's wrong with this generation as well because we're too busy looking around seeing what other people are receiving. And we're not focusing on our own lives because we want what other people have, or we want it just as fast as when other people get it. But again, I know everything starts up here anyway, but these two things that we got right here, we need to start getting more control because we're looking like a damn, I don't know what the animal's called, but our eyes are just all over the place, man. We need to focus in. We need to stay locked in on our own lives. I think that's the cure for everything. Just pay attention. Stay in your own lane. Because look, I'm gonna keep on saying it. People who don't have any challenges in life, they're not gonna grow. And how they approach everything is going to be all that they know, and they're going to use it as long as it'll work. And so whenever it stops, it's going to be a hard knock right in between these two things right here. So again, I just don't get any benefit from having it easy all the time. And we all have our fair share of ease. But when I know I'm getting too much, I'll put an end to it and I'll be able to realize it and I'll be able to admit it to myself because that's where it starts. I don't have to explain myself to anybody else but me. But when I know that I'm living a life with too much ease, okay, when things start getting hard, that's when I stay locked in, and then that's when I accept I accept the challenge, and I accept the difficulty because we all need it anyway. So you got to understand that we all need to be sharpened. We're all not going to stay sharp. In order to get sharpened, we got to have some resistance. We got to have something that's more difficult than what we think um, we can handle or what we faced. So again, don't ask for a life with ease. Don't even ask for life to be fair because you don't need it to be. Because if you get too much ease and if you're always getting things handed to you the same way others are being handed, how are you going to get better? It's pretty simple. But if you're not a person that wants to get better, and if you want success just as quick as the next man, as the next person, well, hey, this video, I mean, I don't like to say this about any video, but obviously this video isn't for you. But if you're a person that wants to get better, that wants to gain knowledge, that wants to improve. Don't get mad when things aren't being handed to you fairly. Don't get mad when you see somebody that's on the exact same journey as you. Don't get mad when you see them get to a place where you're trying to get and they get to it quicker because maybe they're getting more um, help. Because I've always said it, and I will continue to say it. God gives his toughest challenges to his toughest warriors. Even if, y'all know, we all put ourselves in position sometimes. It's not God, we do it. And God just gives us the capability to be able to get through it. But we put ourselves in situations as well. So again, I'm always ranting about it. We got to own up to our own decisions too. But people who stay ready, stay prepared, that's why they get to where they get to. So if you're not putting in the work, if you're not staying as equipped and prepared as you can, don't get mad. Don't get mad for the work you didn't do to get the success that you wanted. It's pretty simple. I don't know what y'all thought I was going to pull out, but it's just a pencil. Just a pen, damn it. But anyways, y'all, it's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. When you look in the mirror, picture yourself as a warrior. It sounds a little childish, but I mean, I don't know how that girl that's success is solely on how she looks and she want to look at herself in the mirror as a warrior. She probably want to look at herself as a princess. But again, this video doesn't apply to you. But I want to look at myself as a warrior. I may be cut up. I may have a shield that's all broken into pieces, and I may be the ugliest warrior ever, but hey, at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to be. Because that's what I want to picture myself here on this earth as and for. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments, people. Leave your comments. I'm going to try to get this thing going as consistently as I can. I'm trying to talk about stuff that applies to damn near everybody, if not everybody. Okay? So, hey, stay prayed up, stay blessed. Let's continue to get better together forever. We out, sure. Peace.